Fishing the Boundary Waters. Can't beat this. Hey everybody, today we're out here targeting some lake trout up here in the Boundary Waters. Going to be trying to get some through the ice and get the first lake trout I've ever caught. Made it up here to the boundary. Just crossed the boundary right there behind me and getting ready to start fishing. Got my first lake trout. First lake trout ice fishing, first lake trout ever. Took in a little tumbler spoon there. Not a big one by any means, but I am going to try to take this little guy home for dinner, and pretty happy to actually catch my first one ever. So that's a first for me. That's why I came out here today, and I got that done. Hopefully we can get a bigger one, but way happy to finally catch one of these guys. This is exactly what I was using, just a great big ol' wad of some dead minnows and stuff tipped on the bottom of that small spoon there, and just kind of bouncing on the bottom of the lake. That one was huge. Here we go. Laker on, Laker on. Oh, get up that hole. Whoa, 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 this thing's big. This thing's really big. Way bigger than that last one I caught. Holy crap, come here. Come up the hole, come up the hole, come up the hole. If I just get his head started. There we go, we got his head started. This one's a lot bigger than the last one I caught. Look at that. Yes! Oh, this is so much fun. I watched him come in on the graph there and chase it up to the hole 3 times, and I kept letting it fall down. I was like, well, maybe if I pull it away from him real fast and just kind of change it up about midway through the water column. That got him to go finally. Oh yeah. Yes, that's a significantly better size one than the last one. I'm glad he's not any bigger. He might have had a harder time coming up through that ice hole there. We've got over 20 inches of ice out here today, so that's another good one. I'm gonna take those 2 home for dinner. I'll probably throw the rest back here today. So I am way excited and way happy to catch this today. This is amazing. Love it. Oh, weird, he's got like some parasite on him here. Hold on. I'm not sure what this is. Huh. Not sure what that thing is, but it was attached to the fish, that little thing on my middle finger there. Strange. That's what I caught him on right there, guys. Just a, I think this is a Kalen's grub with a 1/4 ounce chartreuse big red eye jig head on there, and I was just letting that thing fall and yo-yo that thing back and forth through the water column. Gotta play keep away with these trout when they're up high like that, from what I've heard. And that's what I did, and it worked just perfectly. Here we go. Get that mouth closed, tail pinched. He's just right at 20 inches. 20-inch long lake trout right there. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna check out what the other one was too. 13 and a half and a 20. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I can catch a couple more here today. Keep fishing and see if we can get something else up through the hole. This lake has got some other things in it besides lake trout too. I might try targeting here. Well, I was able to catch a limit of lake trout of 2 in the state of Minnesota today, and got my first lake trout ever, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to head back to the house now and get those things cleaned up so we can get cooking with them. I've got a little bit of a walk out of here, so catch you after that. Going to start cleaning up some of these fish here so we can get cooking with them. Lake trout like this here, I'm going to do just like I do my rainbow trout and other stream trout that when I'm cleaning them. I'm just going to end up taking off the head here first, and then we're going to go ahead and gut this thing. So I'm just coming right here behind this fin. If you guys saw my last video that I would have put out while doing a catch and cook, I did some rainbow trout that I caught on opener, and did this same kind of thing. So basically I take the head straight off, cutting right down the belly here. Just kind of open that skin up so you can get into the cavity there and get the guts out of it. So just go straight through. Same cleaning process as last time. Just take out all the guts here. Everything's still pretty frozen in there for the most part. Just thawed out enough to where I can cut through, and stuff comes out pretty easy. All comes out. And I'm just left with the mud line that's in here, which I'm going to get that cut open and then run some water in there and scrape all that stuff out. You don't want to have that in your meat. It'll kind of give it a weird flavor to it that you don't really want to have. You guys can kind of see that membrane shine right there on that mud line. I'm just going to cut that open. And scrape out as much of that in there as you can, just with your thumbnail, or you can do this with a spoon too. I'm just looking to try to get as much of that stuff out of there as I can here, and then washing out the rest of it. So you guys, a good look at it there. It's all cleaned out. I've just got a little bit of residue left in there. I'm going to soak it here for a few hours, and it should help get the rest of that out, and I'll do a final rinse off before I go to start cooking them. Alright, I'm going to repeat that process here with this rainbow, and then we'll have a taste and comparison here in just a minute, so stay tuned. Time to start cooking with these guys. You guys can see that water, how much of that extra blood and other stuff is kind of leached out of there, just soaking those things in there for a few hours. So I'm going to wash these guys off real quick here in the sink, and then we'll get cooking. So I've got my lake trout sitting here, the smaller one of the two, and I've got some lemon here. We're going to stuff the inside of this thing with some lemon right after I coat this over with just some regular olive oil, and I'm just trying to get it thin, even coat over everything. So I'll just pour a little bit into here, into that cavity, and then spread that around, coat all the inside of that cavity there. Just get that thing coated up. The extra and go around the outside of the fish there. We're going to do something a little different today. I've got some blackened seasoning here, and that's going to go good along with the lemon pepper that I've got on here too. So we're going to try a little bit of a mix of both of those. So a little bit of some blackened seasoning inside of here. Get that end part there too. Get it all coated up. Got some sea salt. Hit it with some lemon pepper. I'm just looking to fill this cavity here on these fish with enough lemon there that it'll stay inside, and wrap it up with foil, and that wrapping up with foil will kind of steam this fish as it gets cooked in the oven as I bake it here. There's one. Now that I've got that lake trout there all wrapped up in the foil, I'm going to repeat that same process with this rainbow trout here, and we'll give you guys a quick taste comparison after we're done cooking them. Rainbow trout's all ready to go. Got our big lake trout. A little bigger foil needed for that guy. Alright guys, there's our 3 trout right there, all wrapped up in foil, ready to go in. I've got the oven preheated up here to 400 degrees, and we're going to let that thing go in for 20 minutes. And should be done right after that. You'll be able to tell if the fish is done or not if it's flaking apart really easy, and the skin will peel off super well. So I'll show you guys that here too in a minute. Alright guys, it's been 20 minutes. Pull those guys out. Let those guys cool off there for about 5 minutes before I unwrap that foil and start digging in. That rainbow trout right here. Take that fin off right there, and it kind of gives you a starting point to start scraping the skin back. It's very easy to do. You just take your fork sideways, light pressure, kind of lift up after you get underneath it, and just peels right off. We're going to do that throughout the whole fish here. Then season it up with whatever your favorite seasoning is. Like I said, I've got some lemon pepper and some Cajun or blackened seasoning here today, rather than that I'm hitting this with after I get this meat exposed here on this fish. And some blackened seasoning. Compare the two here. Rainbow on the left, lake trout on the right. I've got the rainbow to start me with. It's not bad. It's got a nice sweet flavor to it. Good fish. A little bit of difference in it though. The lake trout seems to have not really a fishy flavor at all. A little bit different flavor profile with both of them, but honestly, like, I like them both about the same. So, yeah, I mean, the rainbow trout's got a little bit more sweetness to it than the lake trout, but neither of them are really all that fishy, and both have really good flavor to them. So, real happy with both. First time trying a lake trout, and not disappointed whatsoever. All right, we're gonna get a second opinion on this.
Okay.
Yep. You don't know which one's which, but yeah, just take your pick at whichever one and see which one you like better.
It's really well seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes great.
Yeah. I got blackened seasoning, lemon pepper, and sea salt. It's a good flavor combo.
I think I'm gonna stick to it. I think that one's lake trout.
You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one's lake trout. This one's rainbow trout. This one is not that much.
It has like a slightly more fishy taste to it.
Okay.
But like a little bit more.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I noticed this one had like a cleaner, just like whiter. Yeah. Like the lake trout was just clean.
It has a cleaner taste to it. I like both of them.
Yeah, I do too. I like them both evenly, but they're like different at the same time, different flavor profile. But that's kind of cool. That's interesting you were able to pick that out too without knowing. So neat.
Flaky.
Yes.
They're flaky in different ways.
Yes. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video for today. I'm going to finish eating up these trout here, and hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Remember to explore deeper. There's more out there.